Yes, Arthur.
It's Colin.
You're up early.
Yeah, I've got to head in. I've got a mad day.
Oh, I suppose I should get up too then.
That's all right. You stay in bed.
Actually, I could do the lift and a shower. I'll be straight in and out. I promise I'm not one of these lock the door in for an hour kind of girls.
I've got to head straight out.
Is everything okay?
To be honest, Melody, last night was a mistake.
I thought you were having fun.
I shouldn't have slept with someone like you.
Someone like me.
My life's just too complicated right now.
Hopefully it'll get easier.
I doubt it. I've got my kids to think about. I can't have them thinking that I've just jumped into bed with another woman.
Don't give yourself a hard time about it. So, what's the girl got to do around here to get a cup of tea?
Everything's in the kitchen. Just help yourself. Melody, it was fun. Shut the door behind you, yeah?
I don't see why you've got such an issue with him.
It's not the right way to make friends.
Bob Kempson.
Who's Bob Kempson?
Bob Kempson had the TARDIS. You know, the one with the Tom Baker that twizzled. Everyone loved him, me included. He was cool.
What, because of the TARDIS? Where is Bob Kempson now? I've not seen him round here for dinner recently. In fact, I don't think I've ever actually heard you mention him before. I'm saying she needs to make friends on her own terms. Sweets and toys are not the proper basis for a friendship. They're bribes. And besides, we'll have all them parents on our backs with their kids' rotting teeth.
Now you're being dramatic.
See, what we need is a compromise. I'll agree to the bribe if you agree to the content.
My idea was that she make friends.
Oh, ha.
It'll be fine, Vivian.
Dr. Bell is waiting for those results. Make sure you phone St Phil's before 9:30.
I've already spoken to them. They're going to call me as soon as the test results come in.
I can take this to the hospice if you want, Vivian.
No, it's on my way. And I promised Mr. Seabridge I would take them myself.
Any idea who's working reception over there?
I have no idea.
Wouldn't be Iris by any chance, would it? Vivian and Iris, they're old friends.
Enjoy your day off.
Any problems, just call me.
Say hello to Iris if we should see her.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Bergerac, or whatever he calls himself now, was just about to tell the villagers who did it.
I just wanted to let you know that I shall be checking out for the day.
Arthur, it's not going to happen. You need round-the-clock care and attention. Now, you do understand that, don't you?
I feel all right. And unless I'm very much mistaken, I am not a prisoner.
Well, the one thing you're entitled to is a good night's rest. Nigel, could you come down for a moment, please?
I only asked you out of courtesy, you know.
Nigel, if Mr. Seabridge would like a sedative to help him back to sleep again, he's more than welcome.
Stand back, it's hot, hot, hot. Ready? Oh, I don't think they're quite ready yet.
Oh, Vivian, here again. I thought you were going away. Where is it again? got the brochure here.
The Malvern Grand.
Mr. Seabridge's tablets for his back pain. He mentioned it yesterday. He made me promise to bring them in.
Oh, I'll make sure he gets them. I bet that's expensive.
It isn't costing me a penny. I won it in a literary competition. A day and a night at the Grand. Tea on the veranda and a sit-down dinner.
Oh, really?
Well, better get on my way. Lots to get in.
I'm sure.
Melody? Even without Dr. Watson, Nurse Holmes can see that someone is wearing pretty much the same outfit as she wore yesterday.
I'll tell you all about it later.
Oh, come on, spill the beans.
There really aren't any beans to spill.
Come on, I want to hear all the goss. Melody, don't be coy with me. Did you? You so did.
I went back to his place.
You're so lucky. Milo's well fit. What's wrong?
No, just this morning it was all a bit weird.
Melody.
Oh, maybe it's just me.
I want to hear all about it later.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Come take a seat.
Oh no, she's trapped. Who can save you? Who can save Princess Bracken? And her cakes? Okay, I'll see you later.
Mr. Seabridge,
One more for Malvern.
how did you get in my car?
It was unlocked.
You shouldn't be out of the hospice.
Oh, they know all about it.
They let you leave.
I told the Queen of Mean herself. Explained I was going on a day trip with a friend.
Mr. Seabridge, you know how sick you are. We talked about it yesterday. You need round-the-clock monitoring.
Vivian, what's the worst that could happen?
You could fall, collapse and need medication. You shouldn't be out. You could get an infection.
I suspect the conclusion would be the same, don't you?
I'm going to have to call the hospice.
Vivian, this is my last chance.
Why do you want to go to Malvern?
The last time I saw her was in 1943, 2 days after that picture was taken. Jean.
And she's in Malvern.
Been there since the war. I only found out recently.
Well, if you're coming with me, you'll have to behave yourself.
No way, all of them.
Every single one.
No. Hey, what are you doing here?
Just came to drop my keys off. What about you? Just can't keep away from the place?
Temporary, Vivian.
Ah, and similar in so many ways.
Oi.
Hey, this is a nice surprise. What brings you here?
In case you need him while I'm off.
Oh, okay. You decided what you're going to do yet?
I'm working on it.
Well, if there's anything I can do to help, let me know, all right?
Thank you.
So, what are you planning?
I'll tell you later. Ruth, fancy joining us for lunch?
Oh, yeah, come on, it'll be fun. All right, yeah.
Melody, lunch?
I'd love to, but I got way too much on.
Come on, you can tell us all about last night.
Oh, wasn't that exciting, really?
At least one of us is having some fun at the moment.
Well, you know, it's early days yet. We'll see.
Good. And you sure we can't persuade you to come for lunch?
My father was awarded the VC during the Great War. World War I, as it turned out. We never thought there'd be another. He was a real hero. I was never quite the same breed, not cut out for active service.
When did you meet Jean?
September the 5th, 1942. I was assigned to the old manor house at the bottom of the Lethbridge Road. It's the Kale estate now. Anyway, first day went in there, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. There was this absolute tyrant behind the desk, not even a smile. She showed me around the facility in about 3 seconds, dead. It was run with a rod of iron. As I went through the house, I counted 42 staff, 5 of which were men, all the rest were girls. Each one lovelier than the last.
Was Jean the last?
Actually, she was the first.
The tyrant?
She marched me through those corridors, speaking 19 to the dozen. I don't think she even looked at me until we got back to the front desk. But I'd seen her. She was the most beautiful girl I'd ever seen. It took me 11 months to ask her out. Can you believe that? 11 months.
Was it worth the wait?
If only I'd known then how little time we'd have together.
So, what happened?
It was exactly a year after we'd met. My anniversary at the manor house, as it happens. There was a party in the main hall. They had them every so often, you know, for morale. Jean was so excited. It was to be our first proper date, our first dance together.
Sounds romantic.
I remember trying to put on my DJ back at my mother's house. I could barely put on my cufflinks. My hands were shaking so much. By the time I arrived, I was late.
And what did she look like?
I don't know. I never went in.
What? Why? You left the poor girl there all on her own.
How dare you say that? Who the hell are you to judge? You don't know. You weren't there.
For Jean?
I was meant to give it to her that night. But when it came to it, I just couldn't. I couldn't go in. I knew she'd never forgive me. So the next morning I took myself to the enrolment office and volunteered for active service there and then.
I wonder how many of these are bought and never worn.
Whilst I was away, I had time to think, to realise. When I returned, I tried to find her. I tried so hard to find her. But no one knew where she was.
Mr. Seabridge. Arthur.
So, what are your plans?
Well, I made a to-do list this morning, which was very exciting, because the busiest thing on my agenda today was make the bed.
Arch, why are you always saying to me about your glass being half full? So spend the next few weeks moaning about what to do next. You need to get out there, do something crazy.
She's right.
Yeah. You know, go and have an adventure. You need to start seeing this as an opportunity.
Yeah, but it's what I said to Julia, innit? It's about what I did, right? It may sound stupid, but I need to make up for it somehow. Am I doing something? I told you it was stupid.
It's not stupid. Why don't you do some volunteer work? If you want to travel, there's loads of places desperate to get their hands on a qualified nurse. You could do a lot of good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. I've got a mate of mine who's working for one of those VCO-type schemes for medics. I think he's down in Namibia.
Well, there you go then. Sorted.
Perfect. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers, thank you.
I wonder what makes someone care so much.
That's our Archie.
What can we hear, Bracken? Can you listen to her heart? Can you hear her heart beating? goes ba-boom, 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 ba-boom. Can you do that? Can you listen in?
Ba-boom, ba-boom.
That's right. Should we give Bracken a big clap? Well done, Bracken.
Hello? Iris. You lied to me. Day out, indeed. What was I thinking?
I've said I'm sorry.
You didn't stop to think of the position that you were putting me in.
Well, you said the magic word, Malvern.
So that's why you got me to come back today with the prescription.
I'm going to be dead soon. All I want to do is to see my Jean before I die.
Well, as soon as you've seen her, I'm going to take you straight back.
But what about your trip?
Never mind. And if you are going to come with me, you may as well make yourself useful.
Oh, I used to do a bit of cartography in my army days.
Hey. Are you okay? Last night it all felt really good. And then this morning, it was awful. Do you think it's me? I know I can be a bit full on. What happened? He said that it was a mistake sleeping with a girl like me.
Nice guy.
I don't know why I thought he'd ever be interested in me.
No, don't do that. Do not blame yourself.
Oh, I should have stayed asleep. At least then I'd be happy today.
Arthur, you're not going to...
I want her to have it. It belongs to her.
Are you sure you're ready for this?
Can I help you?
Yes.
Are you Arthur?
Lucy? This is Jean's niece.
Oh. Hang on. Ready?
You know, being a lawyer is a pretty cool job too. Talking of which, I think I should probably get rid of the evidence.
You didn't know.
That she was dead? No.
Arthur got in touch a few months back.
Hello, my love.
Out of the blue. I finally got to hear the story. My mother didn't like to talk about it.
What happened?
Where they were stationed, some big manor house. It was bombed. They didn't hear the air raid sirens. She survived a little while. A few weeks.
How could they have missed them?
Oh, it was some kind of party, I think. Loud music. You know, the sort of thing.
Party?
Send us you to 30 years hard biscuits. Hiya, Mummy!
Hello. Oh.
Fancy joining us for a game of barristers and solicitors?
How is school?
Not too bad, actually. Our little girl's been making lots of new friends.
No thanks to my culinary efforts.
No, actually, it was her in-depth knowledge of the law that seemed to impress them all.
Yes, I bet it was. Have you been playing doctors and nurses? Have you? I knew it!
Are Are you all right, Arthur?
What's the matter with him?
He has cancer. Didn't he tell you?
He only sent a couple of letters. I had no idea.
You can take me back now. Thank you. Take care of her.
My mother kept it. Jean made her promise.
Actually, I have a confession to make. I bought some incentives of my own of the sweet and chocolatey variety.
No, I thought we talked about that.
No, don't worry, they didn't get opened, and when I came back, I threw them away in the bin over there.
Oh. It was negative. I double checked when I got to work. I was only a few days late. I just thought, well, you know.
Yeah, of course.
It's not really something we're thinking about at the moment, is it?
No, absolutely. Why aren't we, actually?
Aren't we what?
Thinking about it. Because if I'm honest, since I looked in the bin, up to right now, in fact, I am thinking about it.
Me too.
Had the bomb already hit when you got there?
My mother and I were in the living room when the siren started. I never heard it fall, but I saw the fireball. I just prayed she'd got into the bunker in time. I ran to the manor house, but when I arrived,
Did you go inside?
I couldn't. The flames were everywhere. A man came out screaming. You never saw anything like it. I waited and watched. Tommy Webber, one of the local fire boys, came and found me and told me Jean was bad, barely alive. She wasn't expected to make it. He asked me if I wanted to go and see her. But I couldn't see her like that. I couldn't.
So you ran away?
And from that day to this, not an hour goes by that I don't regret it. When I got back from my tour, I discovered that she'd actually survived for a couple of weeks. Who knows what state she must have been in? I should have been there for her.
I think you should see what she has to say.
So, I've been running through things in my mind, and I think he feels as if he's lost his family. You know, the way he was talking about his children.
I hope you're not making excuses for this guy.
But you should have heard him talk. He doesn't want to let them down. He obviously feels lost without them, and I'm wondering if he might be suffering from mild depression. Do you think I should call Felix? I mean, he knows him best.
You want my advice? I think it sounds like this guy treated you badly. Family or no family, nice guys just don't do that. You need to forget about him.
Yes, he's fine. See you soon, Iris. You know, sometimes we make decisions that seem right at the time.
I didn't make the decision because it was right. I made it because I was scared.
If we could bottle the stuff of courage.
Then I should have been holding her hand. Instead, she had to write this note on her own.
It doesn't do to think like this, Arthur. We make our decisions in the here and now. If we make a mistake, then sometimes we get the chance to put things right. You know what happened to her now. You know how she felt. And you know that her sister looked after her until the end. And you also know that she loved you. You made the right decision today.
Felix, hi, it's me. Can we meet?
Do you think this is funny?
Humour's not against the law, love. Soliciting, however, is.
We used to be at it all the time, like the world was about to end, don't you remember?
Maybe if you helped out a bit more, I'd have the energy for it.
Yeah, I doubt it. Well, one can always find fault if one tries hard enough, can't one?
Come on.
I've never seen a man so pleased to be told he's got a urinary infection.
First there was the trial and now the retribution. The mob is out for revenge in the first of a two-part diagnosis murder. Next on BBC1 Scotland.